man, this blue color is sweet. How's everyone here? Welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to do a quick video to let you know that I've got the LG V40 in for review here, with LG Mobile announcing that they're going to be closing shop and shutting down their mobile division and not producing any more smartphones. A lot of people are scooping up these devices for really low costs. I managed to get mine off of Amazon Renewed for about $170 or $180. So a really good deal on a phone that was just released about 2.5 years ago, back in October of 2018. So not really that long ago. And it's still a really nice phone. It still performs great. And it could be a low cost option if you're looking to save some money. Now, even though LG said they're going out of business and stopping their mobile division, yes, support of these phones are going to stop over time, and you're going to stop receiving updates. And pretty much these phones here have pretty much stopped receiving updates, but it doesn't mean that it's going to stop working. Shockingly, they still work very well, and they'll probably still work well for a few more years to come. So if you really want to save a lot of money, you're going to find yourself with a very good phone here. And so this has a Snapdragon 845, the LG V50 right here has the 855, and the V60 that was just released last year has the 865. So all these processors and all these phones are going to probably perform very close and very similar to one another. And again, just like when I unboxed the OnePlus 7 Pro, it's all going to come down to probably camera performance between these phones here within the last 2-3 years. And so when you compare the V40 here to something like even the V50, they're pretty much the same phone. In fact, the US model that I have here on the LG V50, the model number is a V450. So it's pretty much just a souped up V40. The hardware is pretty much identical, as you can see here, maybe just more flush with the camera module, but everything is pretty much exactly the same. Fingerprint reader, same location. If you take a look at the phones here, from the top, they're the same. On the bottom, identical. You've got the headphone jack with the Type-C port and the speaker, single speaker in the same position. All the buttons, from the volume button to the power button, are all in the same position on the left. And you've got the same, power button on the right. I think this is like a Google key or something, but the volume buttons are the same, and you've even got the same position for your SIM slot and micro SD card tray. So pretty much identical phones, just upgraded processor here on the V50, pretty much a V40S, I think. So, and the cameras are going to be pretty much exactly the same as well. I think the hardware is exactly the same. So I wanted to primarily get the V40 to really test out the cameras. I'll be doing a triple camera comparison against the V50 and the V60. I want to see how these cameras have evolved over time, and my hunch is that the V40 and V50 are probably going to perform very similarly, if not identical, from the camera perspective. And the V50 even gave the V60 a run for its money when I did that comparison when the V60 first launched. And I've been very impressed with the V60. Now it's on Android 11. The cameras have seemed to improve. It gave the Galaxy S21 Ultra a good run for its money outside of the zoom performance, of course. And so I think this triple camera comparison between these three phones is going to be a very interesting one. I think you're going to find that the V40 is going to perform very close to the V50. I think they're both going to give the V60 a good run for its money. But stay tuned for the channel for that triple camera comparison there. And as you notice, I've got the V40 in this Moroccan blue color. This is a unlocked Verizon model, so I think that's a very good deal. It'll work on pretty much all US networks. Because it'll work on GSM because it's unlocked, and of course all the Verizon CDMA network as well. So a very flexible phone. And I was really excited to get this blue color and look at it in person. Man, this blue color is sweet. I really thought this Moroccan blue was going to be more like this LG G7 Moroccan blue, kind of shiny, but they went for that matte color on this V40, and it looks incredible. Really nice looking phone. I like matte back finishes. It reduces the amount of smudging. It does seem to collect some fingerprints, but not nearly as bad as these glossy back phones here. So that's how the Moroccan blues compare on the G7 and the V40. And overall, really like the design. Really light, really thin, really comfortable to hold because it's got the curved edges, but has a flat display. So if you don't like curved displays, you're probably going to like this phone. And it does have a physical fingerprint reader. And of course, you just saw the face unlock, which is pretty fast. Not as fast as some other phones these days, but the animation, you can see it unlock. Maybe makes you feel a little bit better that there is security working there because you can actually see it unlock, but not going to be the fastest face unlock, but it is there. And trying to do it behind the camera is a little tough, but you can see right here. Let's see if I can get my face in the picture. There you go, unlocks. But it does have that physical fingerprint scanner. So I like that because taking it out of your pocket, you have something to feel for. And so you can easily target the fingerprint scanner. So by the time you hold it up to your face, it's unlocked. With the latest phones with the in-display fingerprint scanners, you're kind of fumbling for it, and you're going to have to pretty much look at the screen to unlock it usually. But physical scanners you can actually feel for. Unlocks very reliably. Maybe not the fastest, but it is probably the most reliable from being able to actually sense for something, feel for something, and I do prefer physical fingerprint readers. But anyway, display looks really nice. You can see here it gets nice and bright, and it did get the Android 10 update, so this is going to only go up to Android 10, not Android 11. So if we go into system, so if we check here, it is running Android 10 and the August security update. That is the latest update that it has. Probably won't be receiving any more updates, but at least you're getting that, and it's running very nice and smooth. No real complaints here, and I think it's going to continue to run very smooth. And the display, like I said, it gets nice and bright for indoor use. Outdoor use, it might get a little bit dim, but as you can see here, already indoors is about maybe 75%, and it looks good to my eyes. But again, single firing, down firing speaker. Let's go ahead and try to check out a video, show off the display. Let's see. Jeff usually has some pretty nice eye candy with a lot of that nice B-roll, so let's go ahead and roll that. And let's pause it, make sure that we've got max resolution here. So let's go 1080p, and let's take it all the way back to the beginning, crank up the speakers so you can hear the single bottom firing speaker, and let's go ahead.
The Phil CC over the past year. Noise canceling earbuds from Phil. They are the same brand that brought us the T1X, T1XS, and T1 Pro that shook up the true wireless market over the past year. My name is Jeff, and in this video I'll be giving you my full review along with comparisons to some of the top noise canceling earbuds on the market. Now, before we go any further, if you...
Alright, so you can see that really nice looking panel, really good and loud single firing speaker, and even when you covered it up, it doesn't completely muffle the sound. So all in all, not too bad speaker performance, really good looking display, and nice and smooth performance here. And so even though it's 2.5 years old, I don't think you're going to really go wrong. At less than $200 on Amazon Renewed, it's a pretty good deal, and that's pretty tough to ignore. So even though it has that old style cutout on the front, I still think it's a very good looking phone. The hardware still looks really nice, and just check out that blue. Nice and shimmery. I love the matte. So again, LG V40, I've got it in for review. Stay tuned to the channel for this triple camera comparison. If there's any other things you want to know about the V40 or other coverage you're interested in seeing, other camera comparisons with it, let me know. I'll try to accommodate what I can. Any other questions or comments, leave them down below. And as always, thanks for watching.